This is Jerry over at Finn Tire and Auto. We have your vehicle in for service today. You had a concern, the steering feeling loose. We did find a reason behind a loose steering. We got loose components. We've got a number of other things I wanted to just show you, and it was easier to show you on a video than trying to tell you over the phone. Your main concern is the lower ball joint, the right front lower ball joint. The ball joint is actually this component right here. And ultimately, that ball joint is just like your shoulder and its socket. If we're to dislocate, you're going to lose the ability to steer the vehicle. Another thing we notice up front here, if you come over, you're going to see all of this grease that's everywhere. All that grease. And the grease came out because this boot, this is your front drive axle. This is what drives your driver's side front wheel when you're driving. That axle's been split wide open. All the grease has come out of the axle. Now what will happen is that axle, because there's no lubrication no longer in it, it will separate and then you lose the ability to propel the vehicle. Also, while we're up on this wheel, I want to show you the front brakes. And looking in here, you wouldn't know what to be looking at. So I'm going to show you that little sliver right there. That little sliver. That's what's left of your front brake pads. The front brake rotors are below minimum thickness for machining, so you would need to replace front brake rotors and front brake pads. And we did mention in January of last year when we had done the tires that the struts on the vehicle, the strut assembly is this whole unit right here, and you'll also have them in the rear. When the struts stop doing their job, that's the rear struts. When the struts stop doing their job, ultimately your suspension components start failing. Reason being, a strut is a shock absorber. It does exactly that. It absorbs force. When you hit a bump that is energy that has to be absorbed by something, the struts are no longer doing their job, so the suspension part starts taking on the load of every bump you hit. So I'm also going to be recommending struts both front and rear. There are a number of other fluids on the vehicle that are also in poor condition. Your engine oil was over a quart low, but of course you're about 10,000 miles since your last oil change with us about 14 months ago. I'm going to work up an estimate on everything I see in the vehicle. I'll prioritize what's most important to what's least important, but ultimately there's a lot of things that need to be done to the vehicle. One, to make it roadworthy. Two, to be up to date maintenance wise. My name is Jerry. When you get done viewing the video, please give me a call, 440-439-2244. Thank you.